I'm Daniel Lazar, and it is truly my honor and my pleasure to teach AP Comparative Government and Politics. I started teaching this course almost 2 decades ago when I took my first international teaching position in Spain. My move from Chicago to Barcelona challenged me to think comparatively. And just like so many of you at our German American school, I found myself comparing and contrasting the values, cultures, manners, and traditions of Chicagoans and Catalonians. Like many of you, I cherish conversations comparing everything from public transport and healthcare systems to drinking and dining habits. And just as I began cultivating a more nuanced approach to thinking comparatively about my new life and culture in Barcelona, I was given this golden opportunity to think about politics in a more comparative manner as well. Not only has the AP Comparative Government class enriched my ability to think comparatively, but it's also broadened my worldview in ways I never could have imagined. CompGov is one of the few courses at this school which takes you out of the dogma of the West, opening up new, exhilarating intellectual horizons. We explore how history, culture, and politics intersect in 6 countries: the UK, Russia, China, Iran, Nigeria, and Mexico. And I am so grateful for the relationships I've enjoyed with these countries. And I'm deeply committed to my enthusiasm for supporting students as they pursue their studies of the so called AP6, as they begin to think comparatively in a methodical and a sophisticated manner. So, in our investigation of these 6 countries, what exactly are we comparing? Well, first and perhaps foremost, we're comparing political systems, regimes, and governments. We look at some systems that are more democratic or more authoritarian, some systems that are more free, and others that are more oppressive. And we look at how these governments operate through institutions. We look at legislative, executive, and judicial branches and how they do or don't check one another. We look at national, state, and local governments and explore how divisions of power function in various countries. And we look at how political culture and political participation affect political systems. So we look at the role of religion and civil society and the media in terms of their impact on political structures and functions in a given regime. We also look at party and electoral systems. We explore what roles parties play and how leaders are elected or selected to office. And last, but certainly not least, we explore the intersection of politics and the economy, local and global economies. So it's deeply captivating, deeply enriching stuff. And to explore these themes, we meet 4 hours a week. The course is open to all Oberstufe students, grades 11 and 12, ABI and diploma. Usually we have a couple of ABI kids in the class, the real political animals. But about 80% of the class, give or take, is 12D students. Like, I can't recommend this course highly enough. It takes you out of the Western world and transports you to new and exciting lands. It challenges you to think methodically and comparatively. I suppose it's pretty obvious that I'm totally gaga about this course. I do everything in my power to support and promote the comparative government and politics program at the Kennedy School and around the world. I'm an AP exam reader. I'm on the team that develops the comparative government exam, and I train teachers from around the world to teach the course more effectively. Perhaps in part because of my commitment to the course, perhaps because students at the German American school think comparatively, almost instinctually, perhaps because it's a self selecting group of students who care about politics and are curious about the world. Look, almost everyone earns ones and twos on their report cards in this class, and they earn fours and fives on the AP exam. And I suppose it's true that on some level I do pride myself on that. But much, much more importantly, my students in comparative government really seem to enjoy the pursuit of history and culture and politics in these countries. And it is my joy to share in this with them. So I hope to see you in class next year. But before I sign off, check out the links in the description below this video. You can check out my new CompGov podcast, my website, and a link to the course description. Maybe these resources can help guide you. And of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. It'll be my pleasure to help you. And most importantly, please take care, stay healthy, stay well.